Welcome to another reDollar Coin Minute video, where we highlight some of the world's most fascinating coins. Today, we're traveling to the heart of Europe to explore one of the most elegant and enduring pieces of gold ever struck, the Austrian Four Ducat coin. As far as gold coins go, it does not get much more European than the Four Ducat. The Ducat is deeply entrenched in European history, with a story that stretches back more than 7 centuries. First minted in Venice in 1284, when both Austria and northern Italy were part of the Holy Roman Empire, the Ducat was one of the first so-called trade coins, considered an early predecessor to the modern bullion coins we know today. Trade coins are coins made from precious metals and backed by a government, but not intended for use as legal tender within the territory of the issuing country. Instead, they were used to facilitate large-scale trade between countries, where the coin's standardized bullion weight and official government status would make it easier to verify authenticity on a large scale. The Ducat represents the pinnacle of that legacy. Over time, many nations produced their own versions, but few achieved the lasting prestige of Austrian coinage. The pattern of the current Four Ducat coin, which we see here, was first issued under the Austrian Empire in 1848. These coins were originally minted as trade coins up to 1915, but the 1915 edition has been restruck continuously into the modern age as a collectible bullion coin. So, although this coin bears a date of 1915, it probably originates from the late 20th or even early 21st century. The use of trade coins as a cash equivalent for international commerce ended around the time of the First World War and has been replaced globally by the paper and electronic United States dollar. Still, the Four Ducat is a relic of a pivotal moment in European history, a moment in time when Vienna stood at the crossroads of art, science, and world politics. The coin remains a treasured collectible today among both collectors and investors. Let's take a closer look. On the obverse, we meet Emperor Franz Joseph I, who reigned from 1848 to 1916, one of the longest-serving monarchs in European history. His right-facing portrait captures the poise and dignity of an empire at its height, crowned with the laurel wreath of victory and framed by a Latin inscription translating to Franz Joseph I, by the grace of God, Emperor of Austria. Flip it over, and you'll see a breathtaking emblem of imperial might, the double-headed eagle, symbolizing the unity of church and state, east and west. Each head crowned, with a scepter and orb held firmly in its talons. On the eagle's chest rests Austria's elaborate coat of arms, an intricate shield representing centuries of dynastic power. Like the obverse, the edge is decorated with a Latin inscription about the emperor, this time reading, King of Hungary, Bohemia, Galicia, Lodomeria, and Illyria, in the year 1915. That date, 1915, is a frozen date, commemorating the final official issue year under Emperor Franz Joseph. But the most striking detail about this coin isn't on its obverse or its reverse, but rather its side. The astonishing thinness gives this otherwise traditional coin an extraordinary twist. At just 0.7 millimeters, it's even thinner than a credit card. Looking from the front, it measures 40 millimeters across, almost as big as a golf ball, making it just as wide as some of the largest gold coins ever made. But turn it to its side, and it practically disappears. Fortunately for collectors, its most fascinating detail makes it one of the more affordable gold coins on the market. It weighs just 13.96 grams overall. From the beginning, each Austrian Four Ducat was struck in 98.6% fine gold, making it one of the purest gold coins ever produced before the modern bullion era. Hold one in your hand, and it feels almost impossibly delicate. A broad, gleaming sheet of gold that catches light like a mirror. Despite its slender profile, it's remarkably durable, the product of centuries of minting mastery. This distinctive combination of size, thinness, and purity gives the Four Ducat its unmistakable presence, a coin that feels as refined as it looks. Every detail, from the high-relief portrait to the crisp lettering, reflects the precision of the Austrian mint, or Münze Österreich, as one of the oldest and most respected mints in the world. Because of its beauty, purity, and historical consistency, the Four Ducat remains a favorite among collectors and investors alike. Though technically denominated as Four Ducats, its market value is determined almost entirely by its gold content, just over 0.44 troy ounces of pure gold. But make no mistake, this coin's appeal goes far beyond bullion, a window into the grandeur of imperial Europe. The Austrian Four Ducat shines brightly in any portfolio as a timeless expression of elegance and trust. If you want to learn more about this spectacular coin, including its current gold value, just visit reDollar.com and click on Gold Calculator for an instant, up-to-date cash value. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Coin Minute. We'll see you next time.